Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are here to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 4 episode 22. It's called Restless. I kind of have no idea what's happening. If I'm being totally honest, the last episode really threw me off my game. I don't really know what we should expect for this episode. I guess this is going to sort of be a setup for what we can expect for season 5. I have heard a lot about season 5, not like any specifics, like I have no idea what happens, but I've always heard that it is like highly regarded. So I'm gonna guess maybe they might like switch the tone of the show a little. Maybe this could be like a transitional episode to sort of get us to understand a little bit of what we should expect for season 5. I think that's my prediction because I simply have nothing else. I feel like anything could happen in this episode and I would not be surprised just because like I don't know what to expect. So literally nothing is off the table right now. Yeah, I can't believe that the end of the season is finally here. I heard many times that season 4 is not a fan favorite, and I guess you guys are gonna have to tune into my season 4 recap to see where it goes in my list. But spoiler alert, I actually kind of really loved it. I started season 4 in May. It has been 7 months of watching this season, so it is insane that we're actually reaching the end of it. It's so exciting to finally be here because this is a moment that I have been waiting for so damn long, and like this is it. As always, if you want to see like my extended reactions with the full episode, with the full discussion, and Domi probably going crazy a couple of times, don't forget to join my Patreon. I'm always a little bit more ahead because I don't edit those videos as much, so I can post a little bit quicker. So I'm gonna guess that when I'm posting this to YouTube, I'm gonna be somewhere, you know, in the middle of season 5 or something. So if you want a head start on season 5, I would recommend checking out my Patreon. But if you can't, that is totally fine because we're gonna get to it on YouTube. I just need more time for editing, but we got this. Thank you all so much for watching this with me, for sticking around through an entire season of Buffy. Really appreciate each and every single one of you amazing people. So let's head into the episode. Let's hopefully get rid of some of this confusion in my brain right now. It is me, Future Domi. I try not to do this too much, but I did feel like I had to put a quick disclaimer on this video, which is that I have since rewatched this episode. I can't say I understood too much more, but there are definitely some moments that I understood and that I paid more attention to in the second time because I wasn't so shocked. I didn't want to post 2 reactions of the same video, so I thought it could be a fun Patreon perk, but I will show you guys a quick glimpse of it at some point in this reaction. But I just wanted to say, don't worry, I have rewatched the episode. I didn't completely miss everything that happened, except deep down I did. I hope you guys still have so much fun watching though, and yeah, thanks for watching. Did it just start with a theme song? I'm already confused.
I can't believe you're not exhausted. Have you even slept since?
Still feel a little bit too wired.
I think it's strange.
I never worry here. I'm safe here.
You don't know everything about me.
Oh.
It's so bright.
And there's something out there.
Of course.
Oz, wait!
Oh, I've been here.
What?
forever.
Sir!
What you been doing? Doing spells? She does spells with Tara.
Isn't this exciting? Our first production. I can't wait to
Oh.
our scene. I love
Hi,
you.
ma'am.
Oh, don't step on my cues.
Production?
Oh my God, the place is packed. Everybody's here. Your whole family's in the front row. Nobody's gonna know the truth. You know about you.
Costume.
You're already in character. I should have done that.
What is she hiding? This is the Nightmares episode all over again.
Energy, especially the musical numbers.
What the fuck?
Acting is not about behaving, it's about hiding. The audience wants to find you, strip you naked, and eat you alive. So hide. Stop that.
I have no idea what's happening.
I've made a little space for the cheese slices.
What does it all mean? I had a dream. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Who are you? Why do you have to be so creepy?
You don't understand yet, do you?
No, not at all.
Is
No.
there something following me?
Yes.
Oh, what should I do? The play's gonna start soon and I don't even know my lines.
Play's already started. That's not the point.
Oh, for God's sake, just take it off. That's better. It's much more realistic. See? Is everybody very clear on this now?
No, not at all.
I tried to warn you.
It's exactly
What
like
the-
a Greek tragedy.
Fuck!
This book has many themes.
What the fuck? Oh no. Hello? Somebody please. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Hey,
Hey, Joyce. Mrs. Summers. We're not making too much noise down there, are we?
oh no. Anyway, they all left a while ago. It's very late. Would you like to rest for a while?
Yeah. I'd like you.
Are you sure it's us you were looking for?
Giles here is going to teach me to be a watcher. Says I got the stuff.
What?
Buffy, are you sure you want to play there? It's a pretty big sandbox.
I'm okay. It's not coming for me yet.
I just mean, you can't protect yourself from some stuff.
I'm way ahead of you, big brother.
Brother.
What does it all mean? I had a
I think I'm going insane.
But what does it mean? What does it mean?
I've been thinking about getting back into Vengeance.
Is that right?
Well, you know how I miss it. I'm so at loose ends since I quit. I think this is going to be a very big year for Vengeance.
But isn't vengeance kind of vengeful? Do you mind? I'm talking to my demon.
Sorry. We just think you're really interesting.
Oh, I'm going places.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Is that right? I know what's up there!
What is up there?
These?
Oh, hell no, fuck, creepy. Get the fuck out. Get the absolute fuck out with your fucking cheese.
Now listen very carefully. Your life may depend on what I'm about to tell you. You need...
La maison ne nous tout dormant. Tes copains sont tous là, ayant un taf merveilleux et rentrant à l'œuvre normale.
You know, I never got the chance to tell you how glad I was you were eaten by a snake.
Is that actually him? Oh, that's so... I thought it was going crazy.
Where are you
It did
heading?
sound like him a little.
Your time is running out.
No, I'm just trying to get away. There's something I can't fight.
That was such a cool transition. Wow, these are really cool.
That's not the way out.
What the hell is wrong with you? You won't come upstairs? What are you, ashamed of us? Your mother's crying her guts out.
You don't understand.
You haven't got the heart.
Oh, what the hell? Oh no, this is only gonna get worse. What is happening? I'm so overwhelmed.
This is the
Oh
way
my God.
women and men have behaved since the beginning. Before
Helpless.
time. Now
Helpless
look into the
vibes.
light.
I am a vampire.
Buff.
Buffy, you have a sacred birthright to protect mankind. Don't stick out your elbow.
I am a vampire. Oh, you sting me.
I haven't got any treats.
Not sacred, but go easy on the girl.
Oh, now you're going to get that all over your face.
What?
I know you.
I've hired myself out as an attraction.
Sideshow freak.
Well, at least it's showbiz.
They're messing with coloring so much. I just want to understand.
I wear the cheese. It does not wear me.
Sir,
Honestly, you're the most appalling sort
what
of
the
people.
actual fuck? No, honestly, what the fuck?
A man walks into the office of a doctor. He's wearing on his head, wait, there's a duck. Is that right?
You suck.
Quiet. You'll miss the humorous conclusion.
It's strange. It's not like anything we've faced before. But it seems familiar somehow. The spell we cast with Buffy must have released some primal evil that's come back seeking. I'm not sure what. Willow, look through the chronicles for some reference to a warrior beast. I've got to warn Buffy. There's every chance she might be next.
I swear, I think I'm going crazy.
The spell we cast with Buffy must have released some primal evil that's come back seeking. I'm not sure what. Willow, look through the chronicles for some reference to a warrior beast. Well, that was obvious.
For whom? Oh no! No!
Defeat you. With my intellect, you never had a watcher.
What? I don't understand. I don't. Oh no! Now we get to see Buffy's. Oh see. Oh fuck.
I need my beauty sleep. So stop it, okay?
Oh!
Faith and I just made that bed.
For who?
I thought you were here to tell me.
You lost them.
No. No. I think they need me to find them.
You think you know what's to come? What you are? You haven't even begun.
I think I need to go find the others.
Be back before dawn.
What about, like, why are Buffy and Tara, like, they're not friends? This is an interesting pairing, but, like, where is this coming from?
Mom?
Oh, hi, honey.
Why are you living in the walls?
Oh, sweetie, no, I'm fine here. You go find your friends.
I think they might be in danger.
I'm sorry, dear. A mouse is playing with my knees.
I really don't think you should live in there.
This reminds me of Room with a View, like the creepy mom who buried the child, or whatever that was.
World domination? Is that a good?
Baby, we're the government. It's what we do.
Oh,
She's uncomfortable
no.
with certain concepts. It's understandable.
We're not
No.
demons.
Is that a fact? Buffy, we've got important work here.
What the
A lot of
fuck?
filing,
It's
giving
gone?
things names.
What was yours?
Before Adam, not a man among us can remember.
The demons have escaped. Please run
Is
for your
that...
This could be trouble.
There's no way that's Adam. Oh my god, it's the same thing that was in her face in the Giles dream. I don't understand this.
just wanna scream, what does it mean?
Thought you were looking for your friends. Okay, killer. If that's the way you want it. I guess you're on your own.
Someone has to speak for her.
Let her speak for herself. That's
Fuck
what's done
no.
in polite circles. Why do you follow me?
I don't.
Where are my friends?
You're asking the wrong questions.
Make her speak.
I have no speech, no name. I live in the action of death, the blood cry, the penetrating wound. I am destruction, absolute, alone.
The Slayer.
The first.
What?
No friends, just to kill. We are alone.
That's it.
What the
Waking up.
fuck? Oh wow, she actually moved places.
Are you quite finished? It's over, okay? I'm going to ignore you, and you're going to go away.
The first Slayer. Wow.
Not big with the socialization.
Or the floss.
Somehow our joining with Buffy and invoking the essence of the Slayer's power was an affront to the source of that power.
You know, you could have brought that up to us before we did it.
I did. I said there could be dire consequences.
Yes, but you say that about chewing too fast.
I'm guessing I missed some fun.
Well, at least you all didn't dream about that guy with the cheese. Don't know where the hell that came from.
Oh no.
You think you know what's to come? What you are? You haven't even begun.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? I had a dream, but what does it mean? What does it mean?
Like I have no idea what I just watched. Like I think this episode has me sort of like speechless because I don't know what I just watched. Like at all. I don't know what to take from this episode. I'm so overwhelmed right now. I feel like I just went on a really bad trip and I don't know where the fuck I am or what's happening because this is like just you know, they're trying to tell us something. Like I can sense that they're trying to tell us something. I can't quite understand the message. Like there's definitely something with the cheese guy. So first Slayer, cheese guy, Tara being a little bit creepy. I don't understand. I'm just trying to wait for like my head to catch up and see what I understand from this episode, but I just don't, I really don't know. I think this is meant to be confusing though, right? Like, I'm not meant to understand what just happened, I hope, because I did not. I went into this episode confused, and I was like, it's fine, I'm confused, but I'm gonna watch this episode and everything is gonna make sense. It doesn't. I literally don't know what to fucking say, I'm not gonna lie. This episode to me definitely feels like it's setting up season 5. This episode right here, I don't understand why it's not 501. I guess maybe when I see the first episode of season 5, I'm gonna understand it better. But to me, this episode is exemplifying what we should expect for season 5. I think it's starting to deal with the themes from season 5, starting to present us who could potentially be the big bad. Like, I think this is clearly a setup for the next season. I have obviously been so excited for season 5, but this has just sort of like broken my brain a little. Like, I don't know what they were going for. I think maybe this is the kind of episode that makes so much sense when you're rewatching, but as of right now, maybe I'm just really stupid, but it's really hard to know what to take away from this episode. And I feel like there were some moments and some quotes, especially from Buffy, where she was like, I'm looking for my friends, or like, you can't do this, like, I'm not gonna let you do this, like stuff like this, that it almost seemed like quotes that we're gonna see through the season. I think maybe a lot of this dialogue is going to be reused in future episodes, and we're finally gonna start making sense of things. Like, I think this episode is going to surely, like, slowly but surely start to make sense once we actually start watching season 5. It seems like we're dealing with this sort of ancient, like, Slayer spirit, which is really interesting. I'm not sure if that sort of spirit, like, first Slayer is the big bad. Like, that would be interesting. They would need probably a physical body, because I feel like it would be hard to have a big bad that's more of like a metaphysical presence. So I feel like they would need to pick somebody to be that, like, to represent that spirit. So I'm not sure if that's where they're going, but it does feel like this seems to be sort of a villain of type, but I'm not sure. To me, Tara seemed really weird. She said she was like the darkness. I swear to fucking God, I think my brain is literally going to, like, actually, like, short circuit and just fall off my head. Because, you know, she said she was like the spirit of, like, a true darkness and the whole Slayer thing, and I feel like in a way it was making some metaphors to Buffy being a Slayer, and then they said something about, like, oh, because she didn't have a Watcher, and so I don't know if they're talking about the first Slayer, or, and then there's the Faith mention. I just, oh my God, why is this so confusing? I don't understand. I thought it was interesting that this person who was fighting with Buffy in the end of the first episode, who, by the way, was not actually a monster. They had been showing them, like, so in the background of the shots that I thought it was like a supernatural monster, and I was scared shitless, but it seems to be, like, just a person. So that's interesting. And there are, like, some paintings in their face, which sort of reminds me of the paintings, like the gray paint that we see Buffy put on her face. So I don't know if, like, Buffy's gonna become that person, if like if it means that she is, like, it feels like they have some sort of connection. I just thought it was interesting that Riley sort of called her a killer. And so, but I guess it seems like Riley is going to be a part of season 5. They also mentioned, like, Faith. So I don't know if Faith is going to be a part of season 5, and the whole Spike being in a Watcher, that outfit, and then Model, and they spoke in French. I feel like this entire episode was in an unknown language that I was not able to understand. I have not reached that level of whatever language they're trying to speak with me. But anyways, we also saw Oz. Listen, this episode, like, I swear to God, I feel like I am going insane. I feel like I'm drunk and high at the same time. Like, I don't understand the thoughts in my brain. It's just really hard for me to cope right now. I think we have to dive into all these nightmares for a second. It seemed like it was, again, a small interpretation of the Nightmares episodes. Like, it really reminded me of Willow being put forth and having to sing like an opera or whatever. But at the same time, I think that was all about like saying that her entire life was a performance and that the play had already started and she was acting the entire time. That was weird because they kept saying that she has a secret. And so it's almost as though she was acting the entire time to protect the secret so that nobody would know the truth. I was going to say, it feels like they're leading down the route for us to think that her secret is her sexuality, but I don't think that is a secret because Tara was like, oh, they're going to find out, but like, they already know. So unless she's talking about like they as in like everybody, but I feel like Willow's fine with that. Like, there's something else, you know what I mean? Because there's got to be something else that Willow is either hiding or will be hiding through season 5. Feels like this episode was messing a lot with like the chronological order. So I'm not sure how many of those things are like sort of going to happen, just like how I was saying that I feel like they're going to reuse some quotes from this episode. I'm panicking really hard. I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying or what is happening or how to cope, but okay. On to Xander's nightmare. That was also interesting. We saw his dad, I'm assuming, for the first time. That is quite a way to present us to him because we've never met him before. I never knew what to expect from his dad. I wonder what he could represent, like why he's here. If we're going to be talking about some sort of Xander backstory, like that us knowing his father would explain parts of Xander's personality is sort of what it feels like they're going for, because it doesn't feel like they're bringing him in as a character or anything. But I just always think it's also interesting how Xander's nightmares always have to focus on like the sexual aspect of it with Joyce, with sexualizing Tara and Willow's relationship. They always go down the sex route. Like the Joyce thing really reminded me of Teacher's Pet. I was like, Xander, we gotta learn our lessons when we learn them. You know, it wasn't like somebody was controlling their nightmares. It felt like a part of it was just their actual dreams, and then something was happening on top of those dreams. But I don't know. Because Giles' nightmare was like a whole other level of interesting. I like that Buffy was a child in them. I feel like all of their nightmares, in parts, that's what I was saying, like resonates with sort of how they see each other in a way. Like, I feel like him seeing Buffy as a child is because he sort of sees himself as Buffy's dad, because he sees her as a child sometimes, I guess, because of her decisions or because of whatever. Like, again, I don't know if this is foreshadowing. Like, this entire episode feels like it's foreshadowing and setting up things. Because otherwise it would make, like, absolutely no sense, which, granted, it does not. So this episode better make sense at some point. And, like, Buffy's nightmare, like, that was, like, also, like, a whole other, like, I, like, thought it was interesting that she saw Tara in her nightmares, like, a lot. That was the one person sort of guiding her through her nightmares. And I don't think it was Tara. Like, she said herself, she was, like, the spirit of darkness or whatever. Like, it's just like Anya feels very specific to Xander. Tara feels very specific to Willow. I don't see them interacting much outside their love interests. So I don't know if this is, like, a setup for Tara and Buffy becoming friends, or I don't know if Tara, you know, if this could have something to do with her mother. Because remember I said her mother was the goddess of, I really thought that her mother was the goddess, what was it? I think, was it goddess of darkness? There's no way. Oh, I think I erased that one. I'm trying to double check with my notes. Was it this year's girl? Oh, yes. Oh! Okay, yes, I found it in my notes. In my notes from 415, I guess I'm glad I got a notebook. I said that I thought Tara's mom could be the goddess Thespia, who is the ruler of darkness. This feels like exactly what she said right now, right? Because I think she used the word darkness. So is Tara, like, getting into her mom's spirit? Could she be, like, could a part of her mom's spirit be inside of her? Could she be, like, invoking her mom's spirit? Could she be possessing her mom? Like, could her mom be possessing her? I don't know, but now I am, like, even more certain that Thespia and Tara, there's something there. Like, after they did the whole Tara blowing up the spell, they never talked about it again. Which means there's still got to be a payoff for that. And I do think that the payoff might be this. It might be that her mom is Thespia, and maybe that is, like, her season 5 storyline. maybe she doesn't know and she finds out, or maybe she knows and her mom gets back in touch with her or something, or I'm not sure if maybe her mom passed away and so maybe she finds some sort of connection with her mom. Like, I don't know, but I think Tara's storyline has got to go somewhere there, right? But back to Buffy's dream, something interesting that Tara sort of kept repeating, or that at least really stuck with me, was that she was asking the wrong question when she was asking where her friends are. Like, does this mean she should be asking who are her friends? Like, that's creepy. I don't want to go there. I refuse to go there because I trust the squad so much, but at the same time, I don't know what other question she could be hinting towards. So, Buffy looking for her friends. Does this mean that they're going to grow more apart in season 5? Because it felt like the last episode was setting up the fact that they're going to get closer, at least definitely Buffy and Willow. But the fact that she's looking for them, that she feels like she was taken away from them, is this more of like an emotional thing of like she's not feeling that connection anymore and they're distant? Or is this like the big bad has kidnapped the entire squad and Buffy spends season 5 as a whole looking for them? I don't know. There shouldn't be any expectations for my brain to work after they just put me through whatever the hell that was. And Riley pointing the gun at Buffy, like this entire episode feels like it's filled with symbolism, but it feels like it's so much put into this one episode that I just don't know what things I am supposed to take from it. But that one really stood out to me because I was like, this doesn't feel good. Is this like a way to threaten Buffy? Is this a way of saying that Buffy is in constant danger? Like a gun is always pointed at her? Like, I don't know. And the guy beside him, was that Adam? Because he said that his name had been Adam or something, and then the coloring changed. Like, what is the reason of the coloring? They messed with coloring so much. That one scene with Xander and Giles when they start speaking fucking French. Like, that scene had very specific coloring. They changed the coloring when it came to Adam, and the things that they did whenever Buffy had like the gray thing in her hair, like and her face, and then like the contrast, playing with the contrast and like, what does it mean?
What does it mean?
So I don't know if this could mean that we get to see some other side of Adam, because, okay. Feels like he died in the previous episode, but at the same time, I don't know if this is a setup that there could still be some residue of Adam or another guy who's a similar purposes. I don't know what that means, but I'm paying attention. Like, I truly have never felt like such a dumb bitch as this episode right here has made me feel. And Snyder, I don't even remember if I talked about Snyder. Like, I can't believe they brought him back. I love when they bring back old characters. But seeing Snyder was so interesting because, like I said, if it's all hinting towards the future, why are they seeing Snyder? What could this mean? Because the previous episode did start at like the Sunnydale high school, right? Like, that was where Riley was hiding or something. Like, what is the connection to high school? Why is that important? Willow seeing herself as the nerd that she was in high school. What is the meaning behind that? And us seeing Snyder. Too many goddamn fucking questions from this episode. And something that blew me away was Buffy saying that her and Faith had already made that bed. For a second, I thought that they had been communicating in this dreamland. But the second that Buffy started attacking Faith, I was like, never mind, this is just Faith's dream, like fully Faith's. But no, it seems like their dreams are actually sort of connected. Because if Buffy's dreams are saying that she made the bed with Faith, it means that she was also there. It wasn't just Faith projecting Buffy. That was, to some extent, Buffy also there. So I guess they were talking in this dreamland, which, again, it reminds me, I think it was the season 3 finale. They talked in the dreamland. That's how Faith helped Buffy defeat the mayor. So it's like they're having this connection. Buffy and Faith, they seem to be talking in this like other plane of like existence through their dreams and stuff. And I just want to understand, like, what is the symbolism of them having made that bed? Is it just a way of telling us that they are actually sort of in the same, like, they're talking in a way? Because it does feel like she's one of the characters that they're setting up for season 5, because I don't think they would have mentioned her if not. And the cheese guy, like, what the fuck is this fucking cheese man? What is he doing? Like, he feels like the sketchiest dude we have ever seen. But there was just something so off about him offering cheese to everyone, and then suddenly the cheese was all over him. Like, sir, like, I don't know what his super, like, could he be the big bad? Like, I don't know. Does the squad become, like, lactose intolerant, and so his big bad plan is to, like, feed them all cheese? Like, I don't understand why the cheese and why this man, the fact that this is what connected all of their dreams feels very meaningful, but I just don't know how to read into cheeses. I don't. So I'm curious to see what Mr. Cheese, like, who he is, what he's doing. I think those were my very overwhelmed thoughts on this episode. While it was definitely interesting, it is a very weird episode because, and like I said, I do think this episode is aimed for rewatches because as a first-time watcher of this, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense and you're engaged because you're curious, but at the same time, everything is so fresh and new that it just makes it harder for you to actually, like, be able to grasp the story of the episode. So this was, like, quite a way to finish season 4. I'm really, really excited to head into season 5. I'm going to avoid the title of the episode for now, and I'll try and rewatch this episode before I get into 501 because I feel like I want to be able to come up with some stronger predictions for season 5 because as of right now, I have no thoughts, head empty. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking with me through another season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And it feels like the most surreal thing ever to say this because ever since I started this show, I have been waiting for season 5. I think I mentioned this, but all of my friends, everybody who I know who has watched Buffy, I never like to ask any other question other than what's your favorite season because I think that is a very non-spoilery question. So I always ask people what their favorite seasons are, and an overwhelming majority has said season 5. I think even in comments, people always put season 5 on a pedestal, and of course I'm trying to get, like, I'm trying to manage my hopes, but I just mean that I have always heard this as such a strong season of Buffy. So I came into the show super excited to reach this, and it took me so long, and so I can't believe that I'm about to say this, but I will see you all in season 5. How iconic is that? So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in season 5, and I hope you all stay well and healthy.
Does it all